This is lesson 12.3, and this is the first of two videos that I'm going to teach you about box plots. And we're going to spend 2 days in class practicing this skill. If you could go to your notebook, and we are going to fill in 2 of the yellow graphs in your notes. The first one is not related to box plots at all, but I wanted to just refresh your memory about circle graphs. So if you could get that note sheet open and ready, and we're going to take some notes about what a circle graph is. Here's a picture of one. It's kind of a 3D model, but basically it is a circle that is divided into sections, and those sections are called sectors. Here's another example that's a 2-dimensional, and here is a little bit more detail. You have favorite type of movies. You have the different genres of movies around. This one actually has the percentages. It's a little fuzzy. However, this is 20% of the entire whole that was surveyed, like the science fiction genre of movies. And so 4 out of the total liked that type of movie. So this is all about percentages. In your notes, if you could grab a pencil, the circle graph is a circle that is divided into sectors that represents a set of data. This is not on your yellow sheet. If you wanted to squeeze it in, you could, but basically I wanted you to remember that it's usually shown as percentages with respect to the entire population that was surveyed, or the whole. So go ahead and draw a circle. You're going to create your own pie chart or circle graph, and you're going to divide it up into sectors, and you're going to approximate regarding the activities that you do in your day. So for instance, maybe you spend a large chunk of your day sleeping. And then you might spend another large chunk of your day at work or school. And then you might have another section for eating. You might have another section for exercise or recess. You might have a activity that you have to do, like basketball practice. And then the rest might be relaxing or just kind of veg time, or shopping, those kinds of activities. When you do percentages, they should all add up to 100. And if you're feeling the challenge, you can actually go and attach actual percentages on that. You could have your whole of 24 hours, and then if you had 8 hours of sleep, you could put that into a decimal and then convert that into a percentage. This is kind of above and beyond right now. You could do, okay, I have to work 12 hours out of my day, just approximate, so that might be close to 50%. So you can be more accurate, or you could just approximate your different sectors of what you do in a given day on average. The next type of graph that I'm going to explain is called the Box and Whiskers Plot. That's the graph that we are going to focus on for the next 2 days in class. This is a basic picture of a box and whisker plot. What I like to think about, it looks to me, if I look at the boxes, and these are the whiskers, these lines right here, it looks like the drawing of a cat's nose with the 2 whiskers coming out. Very rough sketch, but that's what I picture when I see a box and whisker plot. These are the 2 boxes, and then these lines, like I said, are the whiskers. So you notice that there are 5 points above this number line. So we're going to draw this in our yellow notes, but first let's fill this in. A box and whisker plot shows the distribution of data on a number line. You need 5 things in order to draw a box and whisker plot. On your notes, they're already there, but they are minimum, lower quartile, median, upper quartile, and maximum. So on your notes, we're going to draw a sketch of a box and whisker plot just to get you used to what it's made up of. We are going to find in our data a minimum, and we're going to have a dot representing the minimum, say it's 0. We're going to have a maximum, and we're going to have a dot above the maximum, say it's 9. I'm trying to have them in a line so that we can draw our graph. The next 3 involve that interquartile range. So we need the median. So let's pretend that that was 4. So there's a dot above 4. And then we would find the Q1 and Q3, just like in Chapter 11. Let's say that was 6 was Q3, and 2 was Q1. So we have our 5 dots. In order to make the box and whisker plot, we're going to draw a vertical line through the middle 3 dots. So the median, the Q1, and the Q3, Q1, Q3, get that vertical line, and then we connect them to make our rectangle. The end 2 form our whiskers. So we go from Q1 to the minimum, that's our first whisker, and then from Q3 to the maximum, that's our second whisker. And that is how we draw a box and whisker plot. Now I gave you a new sheet in class, not the yellow one. I want you to get that out. You're going to need this, and we're going to fill this in and then do an example. So, how to make a box and whisker plot. You have to first order the numbers. So, here's our data set. We're going to, right next to it or on the next page, write down the numbers. You can do it in order. I'm going to look at these data numbers and put them in order. If you get numbers that are out of order, that's the first step, put them in order. So I have a 4, then a 6. There's actually 2 more, so 3 6s in all. Then we have some decimals here, 6.5 and another 6.5. We have a 7, another 7, an 8, and a 9. So here's the first step of making our box and whisker plot. Second, we are going to draw, if one is not already given for us, a number line. We have to look at our numbers, and our number line only has to be as large as our range. So my number line is going to start at 3, and stop at 9. We could have started at 4, but that's okay. The third step is to actually find the 5 numbers that we need. What are the 5 numbers? Here they are right here on your notes. We need to find the minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and maximum. So minimum, right away, in this case is 4. The maximum is 9. Those are the easy ones. Let's find the median. So we have these 2 in the middle. So this is an even number of numbers. Because these 2 numbers, 6.5 and 6.5, are the same, the median is going to be 6.5. So 6.5 is the median. Put that over here. Now we're going to find Q1 and Q3. Let's do Q3 first. So in the middle of these numbers, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So when we find the middle value, we don't have to do anything fancy. 7 is Q3. And then the same thing on the other side. 6 is Q1. We have found all 5 numbers. That is the next, step 3 that we have to do. Now, step 4 is just to plot. We are going to draw those dots above the number line. And these numbers are what we're plotting. So we're going to plot 4. There's a 6, we have 6.5, 7, and 9. After we've plotted, now we have to draw the box. Here's the directions again on how to draw that box. We're going to draw a vertical line through Q1, the median, and Q3. Those are the middle 3 dots that we have plotted. Then we're going to draw the rectangle box around them, just like that. And then step 6 is the whiskers. And that just comes from Q3 to the maximum, from Q1 to the minimum. And there you have it. So in class we are going to practice tomorrow how to draw the box plot. To get you ready, here is one for you. You're going to find all 5 of those requirements in order for you to draw a box plot. The number line you would have to create, but here is an example of one you could do. Notice the scale is by 10, so it's a little bit different, and the numbers are a little bit bigger. If you wanted to try it, go ahead. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow to practice making box plots. See you later.